SCP-80 Object Class Euclid Special Containment Procedures SCP-80 is to be contained in a 4x4 meter room with a small antechamber located on the south wall to provide researchers with access. On the north wall, an observation room is to be connected, overlooking the main room through a window with thick blackout curtains that release only when the door to the observation room is closed. No attempts should be made to remove SCP-80 from this enclosure at any time. No more than one 7-watt incandescent light bulb is to be illuminated in the main room at any time. Absolutely no devices capable of producing light should be brought into the room. Under no circumstances should anything be brought into SCP-80's containment room that has the ability to shroud, conceal, or otherwise hide SCP-80. Failure to adhere to this will result in disciplinary action. Description: It is unknown if SCP-80 has a physical mass or body, as all attempts to interact with it physically have failed and have been met with adverse effects. See Experiment Log 80-2. Researchers and personnel have described seeing SCP-80 as various shadow and humanoid effigies, with only the common attribute being 2 smoking eyes. It has come to the attention of researchers that SCP-80 induces uncontrollable drowsiness upon anyone entering its chamber. After approximately 30 minutes, any person observing it will be forced into REM sleep and may suffer irreversible psychological damage. This effect occurs even if SCP-80 is being observed from a separate room. See Incident 80-1. If at any time SCP-80 finds a way to hide itself, such as in a cupboard, under a bed, covered in a sheet, etc., it will disappear entirely. Additionally, if any light enters SCP-80's containment room with a greater luminescence that is produced by a standard children's nightlight, SCP-80 will instantly vanish. Both of these events are considered a containment breach, and any personnel responsible for this will be severely reprimanded and possibly reassigned. For all inquiries regarding the origin of SCP-80 and its procurement by the Foundation, please see attached
Redacted.
Addendum 80-A on
Redacted.
2000.
Redacted.
Dr.
Redacted.
and his immediate staff have begun complaining of increasingly stressful dreams. As he has had the most interaction with SCP-80 thus far, it has been theorized that SCP-80 is somehow capable of some type of mimetic effect on nearby personnel, even if not being directly observed. Addendum 80-B. As of
Redacted.
2000,
Redacted.
following Doctor's
Redacted.
recent suicide, all personnel located in SCP-80's sector are to keep dream journals and are to inform site psychologists if dreams become increasingly violent or nightmarish in nature. Addendum 80-C. All staff are reminded that the blackout curtains in the observation room will not release if the door is not closed and that the exposure time should not exceed 30 minutes for any reason. See Incident 80-1. Addendum D. It has come to the attention of senior research staff that some researchers are unable to see SCP-80 and may be entirely immune to its effects. Any personnel that thinks they are incapable of perceiving SCP-80, please report to Dr.
Redacted.
for mandatory testing. Addendum 80-E. It has been suggested following Incident 80-1 that a Class D personnel be fed to SCP-80 once per month in order to neutralize SCP-80's effects on the mental health of on-site personnel. 05-
Redacted.
approved. Incident 80-1 on
Redacted.
2000.
Redacted.
A planned observation was conducted by 2 senior researchers. The researchers entered the observation room and the blackout curtains were released. Believing the room to be safely shielded from SCP-80's effects as it had in the past, the researchers began observing SCP-80. Approximately 40 minutes after the observation began, both researchers suddenly fell asleep. Upon the retrieval,
Data expunged.
it should be noted that following this incident, all on-site personnel that had reported suffering nightmares and feelings of unease had a good night's sleep and were generally in a more pleasant mood the following day. Note: all personnel are requested to stop referring to SCP-80 as the Boogeyman. Dr.
Redacted.
Experiment Log 80-2. Experiment 80-2-A. Date:
Redacted.
2000.
Redacted.
Subject: D80-1, male, 19 years old. Procedure: subject was sent into room with SCP-80. Details: subject entered room containing SCP-80 at 14:26 hours. D80-1, do you see anything? No, it's pitch black in here. Did you just let out something in here? It feels like something is watching me. No, D80-1, we did not let anything into the room. The hell is that? What did you see? This giant blackness, like something standing in the corner. Oh God, it's looking right at me. Let me out. It's looking at you. Please describe its physical appearance. I don't know. Oh God, let me out. I don't want to be in here. Tell me what it looks like, D80-1. Then we can let you out. It looks like a figure hunched in the corner. Is it human? It's too big to be human. It's still looking at me, Doc. Still staring. Move closer to it. D80-1 proceeds to move to the corner of the room, obviously experiencing difficulty staying on his feet. Its eyes look like vapor, just staring at me. It wants me to do some... D80-1, can you hear me? Subject presumably collapsed. Subsequently, no remains of D80-1 were found, and it is assumed that SCP-80 consumed D80-1. Experiment 80-2-B. Date:
Redacted.
2000.
Redacted.
Subject: D80-2, female, 30 years old. Procedure: Subject was sent into the room with SCP-80 with intent to physically interact with SCP-80. Details: Subject entered room containing SCP-80 at 17:35 hours, under the instruction of Dr.
Redacted.
Tell me, what do you see? I don't see anything. Why is it so dark in here? Holy hell, what is that? It's just standing in the middle of the room. Describe what you see. It's just standing in the middle of the room. I can make out 2 eyes, I guess. Can you please approach it and let us know if anything changes? I'm starting to feel drowsy. Did you slip me something or something? Reach out and touch it. Tell me what you feel. You want me to touch that thing? Yes, please proceed. After a few minutes of argument, it is presumed that D80-2 proceeds to touch SCP-80. At this time, the subject becomes unresponsive. Subject was found asleep in the corner of SCP-80's containment room. Subject appeared to suffer no physical harm during the experiment. Subject was interviewed after medical staff deemed D80-2 to be in good physical health. See attachment interview log 80-1. Experiment 80-3-C. Date:
Redacted.
2000.
Redacted.
Subject D80-3, male, 24 years old. Procedure: Subject was sent into the room with SCP-80, having been given a powerful amphetamine. Upon entering the room, subject was advised to tell researchers what he saw. Subject describes a shadow-like figure in the center of the room. Subject was informed to stand still and inform researchers if any changes. 10 minutes into the experiment, subject began yawning and became noticeably frightened. Subject became uncooperative and attempted to escape the containment room. Upon failing to escape, subject announced an intent to harm SCP-80 and presumably attempted to attack it. Upon doing so, subject immediately collapsed. D80-3's body was recovered from SCP-80's containment room soon afterwards, having apparently suffered a major heart attack. Upon collecting D80-3's body, researchers described an intense feeling of unease, a feeling of being watched, as well as a more acute awareness of SCP-80's presence in the room. Interview log 80-1. Interviewed: D80-2. Interviewer: Dr.
Redacted.
Forward: D80-2 was interviewed following an inconclusive experiment involving SCP-80, where the subject was sent into the room with SCP-80 for 37 minutes. Please describe what you remember from the experiment. Dr.
Redacted.
Later notes that D80-2 had a spaced-out expression and a tone of voice. You told me to walk over to it and touch it. I didn't want to. I didn't. What happened when you touched it? When I touched it? Have you seen that thing? Touch it? I couldn't move. It was staring at me and I just couldn't move. You didn't respond for several minutes. What were you doing? It just stared at me. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. Calm down, 80-2. Take a deep breath. Do you remember falling asleep? It just started and not moving, but I felt something. It was on the floor and they were all over me. They're here. No, they're trying to take me away, back to that thing. I don't want to go back. You can't make me go back there. The 80-2 lunges at Doctor.
Redacted.
Is subsequently terminated. End log.